Bafana Bafana's at the World Cup, the whole country's going crazy, but you sitting there at the braai, too scared to say anything because you don't know anything about South African football. Don't worry, I got you. 3 minutes, I'm going to get you up to speed. First things first, let's talk about the new format. This World Cup's bigger than ever. There are 48 teams. What makes that interesting is that even if you finish third in your group, you can still go through. So 2/3 of the teams are going to get through the group stages. Now let's quickly talk about our group. We are in Group A with Mexico, South Korea and Czech Republic. Mexico obviously one of the host nations. All three of these teams are ranked much higher than us, all in the top 30. We are ranked 60th right now. We are definite underdogs in this group, but I think we could surprise a lot of people. And then just quickly, the history of Bafana Bafana in World Cup tournaments. We've been to 3 tournaments, 98, 2002 and 2010, the one that we hosted. We've never gotten out of the group stages, so this is a massive opportunity for us to make history. Now let's talk about the man that actually got us here, Hugo Broos, the 74-year-old Belgian. He will become the oldest coach in World Cup history in this tournament. The fascinating story is that he actually played 40 years ago in the 1986 World Cup in Mexico against Mexico and went on to finish 4th in that tournament with Belgium. 40 years later, he's back as the coach of Bafana Bafana, hoping to lead them out of the group. Now let's quickly talk about our squad. It's predominantly made up of Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. Pirates coming into this off the back of a domestic treble, and Mamelodi Sundowns, the #1 ranked team in Africa, having just won the CAF Champions League. 8 players from each side, they make up the majority of the squad. Now I'm going to take you through some of our key players, starting off with the skipper, Ronwen Williams. He holds the record at AFCON for penalty saves. Phenomenal building up from the back, very important to the way that Bafana Bafana play, key player. Then our general in the midfield, Tebza Mokoena, so important to the way that Bafana Bafana plays. When he plays well, Bafana plays well. Watch his shooting from range, he's got some goals in him as well, very important for the national team. Then remember these 2 names, Rele Mofokeng and Oswin Apollos. The terrible twins from Orlando Pirates, the 2 main candidates for PSL Player of the Season. They have been incredible for Orlando Pirates. Oswin Apollos has probably been Bafana's best player in the last 2 years. Lots of goals, lots of assists. He plays off the left wing, Rele plays as a 10. Very, very effective. If these 2 play well, we will be very dangerous in attack. We're also going to need to defend well. Mbekazile Mbukazi, also known as TLB, he plays in the MLS for Chicago Fire. Very important player. Then we have Kalusa Modal, also known as Sailor. He, for me, is one of the best fullbacks on the continent, probably just behind Hakimi, who plays for PSG. One of the best one-on-one defenders. Nobody ever gets past this guy, Sailor machine. On the other side, we have a more attacking option. We've got Aubrey Modiba. He can even play as a left wing. He's coming off scoring a goal in the Champions League final. Little bit of an injury threat, but I hope he's fit to play in the game against Mexico. Very important. And then last but definitely not least, Themba Zwane Mshishi, 36 years old, PSL legend. Won't start, but watch him from the bench. One moment of magic and he can change a game. Hugo Broos' biggest headache and South African fans' biggest worry is probably what we're going to do up front. Lyle Foster hasn't been in great form for Burnley. Ikram Reynolds hasn't played all that often in the last 6 months for Sundowns. So our number 9 position, probably our biggest worry. And there's your crash course. Get to that braai. Let's support the boys. Thursday, Mexico. Let's go make history.